pull up my live video over here so I can read questions from YouTube. Hey y'all, how do you handle people posting pictures of your products as their own? You can send them a message. Just be like, this is my photo, take it down, or I'm gonna have my lawyers come for you. Even if you don't have lawyers. You can just, hey YouTube. So I'm actually going live on YouTube and Instagram. So I'm gonna answer questions from both. Just in case y'all like, what is she talking about and who is she talking to? I am on Instagram as well, okay? Um, so yeah, if somebody using your pictures, just threaten them. Just be like, take my pictures down, or I'm gonna have my lawyer come for you, pretty much. And if they don't take it down, then that's when you contact Instagram, Facebook, or whatever um, social media site that they're posting your pictures on, and then you just contact them and let them know like somebody using your photos, and their photo might get taken down. Their account may get suspended because of it. But yeah, because I've had Chinese vendors steal my photos, and I simply just told them like this is my photo, and they took it down. So right, hey y'all, hold on, I'm trying to pull up. Let me pull up the YouTube on my laptop. That way I can see what questions y'all asking. Hey, thank you. All right, let's see. All right, so Monique asked, why did I quit? So the goal was to always quit my 9 to 5. I just had to get to a point where I felt like it was worth quitting. Of course, I feel like I want to achieve financial independence. And you want to achieve that the fastest way possible. And the fastest way to achieve financial independence is by making a lot of money the quickest way, which would involve having multiple jobs. So why quit my 9 to 5 if it's paying me and I'm able to have more money? I had to quit it because the wig business really started to pick up. Like I always sold hair extensions, but like the wig business has picked up like so much. I can't do it. I have not been sleeping. And I mean, I don't mind staying up making wigs because I love making wigs. So I could just do it all night long. Trust me, I done been on live for like 4 hours long making wigs and stuff. But that part I don't mind. But when I have to like if I done stayed up all night and then I'm going to a job that I don't love or don't care for, it's like, is it really worth it? Now I'm at that job, I'm slacking. Well, I always was slacking. But now it's just like I'm tired. I really don't want to be there. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like it's time. It's pretty much time to quit. Um, Instagram. Oh, Steph says she loves my responses. Thank you. Is that your hair? No, this is not my hair. This is a wig using my kinky straight hair. So it does look kind of natural. I think because it's short, it looks really natural. I think it's either 10 or 12 inches. I only use 1.5 bundles in a closure for the wig I'm wearing. Hey y'all. The goal is to ditch the 9 to 5. Exactly. Um, what are your tips for promoting your brand as a newbie? You always want to be consistent. So you want to post good quality content. So you want to have like quality photos with great lighting, beautiful person in the photos, nice backgrounds. You want to post consistently. You want to use hashtags. You want to find people that can help bring awareness to your website or to your social media site. So you will have to contact. I realized recently how important it is to contact other people like social media influencers and get them to promote for you. You might have to pay them. You might have to send them free hair. You might have to send them free hair and pay them. But it's just a good way to get your brand out there. But if you don't have the money to like send people free hair and pay them, which is understandable, I recommend just having really great content, a lot of high quality photos of your hair, you wearing your hair, or you know, your friends or your customers wearing your hair, and just post consistently. Like just be consistent. Use hashtags. Um, hey y'all. Okay. Hello, Ebony. Have a blessed Sunday. This is one week left. Exactly. Exactly. Let's see. Exactly. So I do have some wigs to make, so I do need to. Um, Great tips as always. Thank you. I have a question. If you don't have inventory on hand, how do you post pictures on your on how do I post with pictures on my website showing what I have in stock? Well, if you don't keep inventory on hand, you don't have anything in stock. But if you are looking for website photos, when before you can sell hair, you have to test the hair out. So when you know you're looking for a vendor and you're testing out hair, go ahead and take pictures. So when you first get your bundles from your vendor, even though you're going through the testing phase, take pictures of those bundles, because if that hair does end up being really good hair, now you have photos that you can put on your website. And then of course you're testing out the hair, so you're gonna wear the hair. So you want to make sure you have plenty of pictures of you wearing the hair. So that's how you get photos for your website and photos in general for all your social media pages. That is a part of the process, testing out the hair. So when you're testing out the hair, you have to make sure you take all those pictures that you need. Hold on. I feel like I look naked on YouTube. Let me adjust this camera because y'all can't see my dress. Junk is crazy. Okay. Um, I ain't gonna never get started on these wigs. Every time I make a wig on live, I never get started. Hold on. Okay. All right. So anybody just tuning in, pretty much I'm going live on two different platforms. So I'm going live on my personal Instagram page and I'm going live on YouTube. So I'm just gonna answer questions from both, and I'm making a wig. So y'all bear with me. It may take some time before I get to y'all questions, because a girl is doing a lot. Although I don't mind. I always do this on Instagram, so everybody on Instagram already know. They already know what's up. Um, that wig ain't gonna get done, but you knew that. Right? Typically, I have to get off live if I want to make sure these wigs get done. On live, it takes me some time. Then my thread always want to come out. Who taught you how to make machine wigs? I taught myself how to make machine wigs. I taught myself. I taught myself how to use a sewing machine when I was about 8 years old. When my parents got me my first sewing machine for Christmas. And then making wigs on the sewing machine, I taught myself. So, I'm self-taught. Let's see. Do you offer wholesale to others? No, I don't offer wholesale. I just feel like it would take too much. I'm only one person. I don't keep hair on hand. So like me offering wholesale, it just seemed like I would be adding, like I can't do it all. I can't do it all. I know a lot of people ask me all the time if I offer wholesale, but I just can't do it all. I honestly can't do it all. You look beautiful though. Thank you. How many wigs this time you have to make? Today I just have to make 3 wigs. I had a customer send in her hair. So I'm making 3 wigs for her. All right, let me answer some questions from YouTube. Sorry, YouTube, if I have my back turned, I'm sorry. But I am going to answer y'all questions. I'm looking at y'all from my laptop. Well, looking at me, but looking at y'all questions. All right, let's see. Hey, okay. Have you ever heard of hairsmarket.com, hair vendors before? I think I was scammed. How can I prevent this in the future? I've never heard of that website. It's so many different websites when it comes to finding vendors. You always just want to Google search. If you're using a website you never used before, always do a Google search. So type in the website name and then type scams to see if anything comes up in Google. Look on YouTube, see if anyone ever purchased hair from that site on YouTube, because people on YouTube always give reviews. Um, but yeah, me personally, I never heard of that company before, that website before. Stephanie wants to know what causes bunching when you're making wigs. The bunching is caused because you're stretching out the cap too much, so the cap is being stretched out. Um, do you have a wig business? Yes, I do have a wig business. My wigs are found under my brand. So if you just go to everythingebony.com, you can shop my wigs. On Instagram, I go by the Instagram handle Wigs by Ebony. So you could just do Wigs by Ebony. Okay, so on Instagram, they say, girl, you need to file a dispute. So if you paid through PayPal or if you paid like with your bank, if you feel you've been, they got seafood. Sorry, y'all. My boyfriend texts me. He know why he always texts me about food. He know I'm trying to lose weight. Um, yeah. So if you feel you have been scammed, reach out to your bank or reach out to PayPal or and try to get your money back. I'm glad you said that because I forgot to even mention that. Okay, Miss Mahogany. I am in a battle with vendors with Alibaba. I'm not sure how to tell which suppliers are truthful. What do you look for from suppliers? Is it better to purchase? And all right, the rest of your question got cut off. So with Alibaba is tricky because the truth be told, vendors are trying to sell a product. So with me, I found my vendors a long time ago. I feel like it was easier back then than it is now because you're dealing with so much now. You're dealing with the different hair grades and all that craziness. So it is harder nowadays to find a vendor. I feel like when you ask them questions, well, for one, you definitely want to make sure you're knowledgeable on hair. So don't ask them like, what's the difference between your Peruvian and Indian and Malaysian hair? Because as we know, those are all names for marketing purposes. So it's just the same hair, they're just putting different names on it. So if you're asking them like what's the difference between Peruvian, Malaysian, the hair like that they sell, then they know, okay, this person's not knowledgeable, so we can pretty much tell this person anything just to make a sale. So you always want to make sure you're knowledgeable about hair. And then if you're able to let them know that you are knowledgeable about hair, when they realize you're knowledgeable about hair, then they have no choice but to tell you the truth if they want to make a sale to you, pretty much. So if you let them know, hey, I know grade A, 7A, 8A, 9A, they're all the same. Like, there's no way you can sell virgin hair and have different levels of virgin hair. It's either 100% virgin hair or it's not. It's either 100% raw hair or it's not. So how can you have different grades? So if you just kind of like tell them that off bat and then just be like, okay, what can you do for me? Stuff like that. When they realize that you're knowledgeable, they have no choice but to be upfront with you. So me, when I was looking for vendors back then, I know that they are trying to sell. So I didn't ask questions like, oh, is this real virgin hair or does this hair tangle? Like they're going to always say yes, and they're gonna always make it seem like their hair is the best. So back then, it wasn't as many stock photos where everybody using the same exact photos. Back then, a lot of companies did have real photos, so I would go based off the photos and then just do it that way. But like I said, that was a long time ago, like 2011. It's 2019 now, and it's hard to find vendors that can give you real, actual photos. So it is harder to look for vendors on Alibaba. If you can, try to see if you can. Let me block somebody because somebody just asked me why am I black on YouTube. It's always crazy people on YouTube. It's always crazy people on YouTube. If you're able to, when you find vendors on Alibaba, try to get their WhatsApp and try to see if you can do like a video with them, like a FaceTime type of video with them, and try to see if they can send you like actual photos of the hair versus stock photos. That way you can like go based off what you see when it's time to order, because honestly it is hard, I'm not gonna lie. But hang in there, don't get discouraged, just hang in there. It is a process, it's a process for everyone, so you're not alone. Let's see. Hold on. Look, you know you're hungry, don't play sis. You be eating seafood every day. Y'all not finna get on me on Instagram, okay? I am hungry. I'm not hungry. I was snacking on some pistachios. I'm not hungry. I just be greedy. Nicole says, when you got your website, is it best to pay the whole year or month to month? I probably should pay for the whole year now, cause being that I've had my website up for 3 years and I still pay month to month. If you know, if you, it be some people on this darn on YouTube. Sorry, y'all, I'm not seeing the comments fast enough on YouTube. So we got a few trolls in here asking me why I'm black and that I need to wash my skin. It be some crazy people on YouTube. Y'all, because I'm not seeing their comments fast enough to block them. I'm sorry, y'all. So y'all just have to ignore them. We don't feed into the ignorance. Um, So if you like that website, if you've been using that website for a while and you know like your business is going to be, well, we're going to speak that into existence all the time, that our businesses are going to be successful. So it's always best to pay for the whole year because it is cheaper. It does work out cheaper that way. But if it's like your first time using the website, you're not completely sure if you're gonna like the website, maybe you want to like just test the website out for like 3 months, maybe just to see if you're gonna end up liking, like if you like using the website. At least like just use it for a few months before you pay for the whole year. But I definitely feel like if you like the website, doing it for the whole year. Where is these people coming from? Oh my gosh. Y'all, it's just too many people coming out of nowhere on YouTube. How do you even know I'm going live? Like, these people just find random accounts and just start putting out hateful comments. That's crazy. All right, like I said, we ain't gonna get them though. We ain't gonna give them too much. Someone says different grades. My vendor says the different grades refers to the fullness of the bundle. The highest grade means the thickest bundle. What do you think about that? I think I think that's crazy. Okay, even if that is true for your vendor, why would they want to sell somebody thin bundles? Like, why not just sell them the fullest, the thickest bundle? I don't know. I think the vendor could be making up stuff. I think they could be making up stuff, and if they are saying that, tell them to prove it. Like, show me that your lowest grade is like, give me a comparison picture, cause vendors just be making up stuff. They really just be making up stuff. There's too many people on this YouTube today. I can't keep up with blocking all these people on YouTube. I'm sorry, y'all. They going in on YouTube. I don't know where they find these people at. I did a video chat with a vendor Friday. That's very good. Let's see. Let's see. Uh, 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 uh. Can you have a tutorial on how to make your wigs on the machine? Yes, I actually do have video tutorials on how I make wigs on the sewing machine on my YouTube page. So you have to scroll back because I got a lot of videos now. You have to scroll back. I have a tutorial on closure wigs, U-part wigs, and frontal wigs on YouTube. The only difference between that and the videos I have on my wig course is that with those 3 videos I have on YouTube, that's with all of my old techniques. They still work. So if you are a beginner and just starting off, you can definitely use my YouTube videos because they are very detailed. They're up close and personal. You can see exactly what I'm doing. But there has been a lot of growth since when I first started till now. Like back then, I didn't know that you could double wefts. Back then, I didn't know that you can use a dome cap, a mesh dome cap, like different caps that I feel are better. So it's just a lot of different techniques that I know now that I didn't know then. So you can definitely refer back to those YouTube videos. Like I said, I was still kind of new when I made those YouTube videos, so it's not with all of my updated stuff like my wig course have. And if you're interested in my wig course is onlinewigcourse.com. But I definitely have YouTube videos. Let's see. Hey everybody that just joined. Let's see. Congratulations. Thank you. So nice to catch this live. You have such great info and videos. Thank you, Sophie. How do you feel about spending big bucks on influencers, and who would you choose if you had a big budget? I feel like you have to know who your target audience is because your target audience, like everything you do, every business decision that you make, is going to be based off your target audience and who your target audience is. So you have to create a business name. You need to think about your target audience. When you're coming up with a color scheme, you need to think about your target audience. When you are marketing and advertising, you need to think about your target audience. When you are wanting to spend money on influencers, you have to think about your target audience. So who do your target audience look up to? Who is it that they follow? Who, like, you have to find out who that person is, and that person will definitely be worth it. So typically, you always want to ask the influencer what their fee is, and based off their fee and your budget, you just ultimately take that risk and pay them. But I do feel like if you're picking the right person based off your target market, like who your target market looks up to, it's definitely going to be huge for your business. You'll gain followers, you'll gain um, sales, all of that good stuff. Now, who would I choose from? I don't, I don't know. That's so bad. I don't know, only because I'm in the process of rebranding. So as you know, I did switch over from curly hair only to everything ebony. I do feel like I have my target audience down pat, maybe like 90% of the way down pat, but I'm still doing that additional research. So right now, I don't have that person in mind. Um, so I can't really tell you like who I would spend big bucks on, but as soon as I find that person, I would definitely reach out to them. And whatever their fee is, you have to think like whoever the person is, that person gonna be worth paying for. You know what I'm saying? Like if they have a huge influence, like when I think of somebody with a huge influence on social media, you can think of like Kylie Jenner. Like I don't really care for the Kardashians or the Jenners, whatever. I don't really care for none of them. But you have to admit, the girl have a huge influence. She can go out and say buy this dog food, and I can kid you not, thousands of people will go out and buy the damn dog food, and they don't even got a dog. Okay, so it depends on the influence. Like if that person has a huge influence, you're definitely gonna have to pay them their worth. But it's beneficial in the long run. Let's see. How do you get your frontals to look natural when making a wig? Getting your frontals to look natural, it depends on bleaching. So you have to bleach your frontals and you just have to pluck them. Like just pluck them so that they look natural. Those really the two things. Let's see. Over here on Instagram, I have a question. I still haven't received the free guide that you offer. Is something wrong with the link? No, there should be nothing wrong with the link. As soon as you get the email, or I can't remember how it goes. It's like the next window where it automatically pops up, and you should be able to see the free guide. It might be something with your, how are you viewing it? Like, are you viewing it on your phone or your computer? You might need to update like your software or something. But for the most part, the free guide works for me. Let me see. If I go to one of my YouTube videos, I know I have the link to the free guide in the YouTube video. I'll test it out right now to see if it works. It should work. Let me see. Let me try to do it on my laptop. Uh-oh. I done clicked on the wrong thing. I'm trying to go to my channel. Somebody say they see in the promotion tab of their Gmail account. Let me see. Because it is different ways to get the free guide. Let's see. What video do I have it on? It's probably on this one. Or not. I don't even know how to get to it. I know I gotta be under one of these videos. It gotta be under one of these videos. I haven't really updated the description box for most videos. Yep, didn't update that one. Definitely not gonna be on this one. It might be under this one. Okay, free guide to selling hair with no inventory. Alright, so you gotta enter an email address. I don't know if my email gonna work because it's me. Everything. First name. Alright, so once you go to the link and you fill out your email address and name, your free guide will arrive to your inbox shortly. Alright, alright, so I gotta go to my inbox. Let's see. Because I haven't really tried this out. Alright, go to the right email. They got so many different email accounts. Am I the only one? I know I'm not the only one. I got like 1,000 different email accounts. It don't make no sense. But this is my business email with G Suite. More. I don't see it. Okay, there it is. So I did get an email, and it just says your free guide. Click to view. So I click, and voila. So it does work. It could just be like the settings on your computer or phone. I'm not sure, but it went to my email, and then here's the free guide. So I'm not exactly sure what went wrong or what could have went wrong. I think it could be sometimes you have to make sure like your computer updated and stuff like that. Um, let's see. I agree. These vendors really be trying to play people. Exactly. Hey y'all. All right. Hold on. I ain't gonna never get this week done. I know I got all day to do them. I know I got all day to do. I should have played some music in the background or something. Alright, so on YouTube, what is the standard size dome head to make my wig? Alright, so the average head size for a woman is a 22 and a half. So if you're able to find half size canvas heads, then go ahead and purchase the half size canvas heads. The canvas heads that I use are from the GEX brand, and I didn't see half sizes. So I would recommend when you're first starting out to start out with a 22 canvas head or a 23, either or. Right now, most of my wig orders are a 22. So maybe you want to start off with a 22 canvas head, but it is best to get all of them. So I have 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24 size canvas heads. I have all of them. But if you're just starting, I would say, yeah, if you're just starting, start with the 22. Um, how do you charge your customers for shipping if you are shipping it to other countries? I charge them the shipping rate that it costs to ship to other countries. So if you I ship all my packages with USPS. So if you go to their website, they have it to where you can calculate a rate, a shipping rate. So if you just put in your zip code and like the zip code of the location it's going to, or like the country that it's going to, it will spit you out an estimated price. So whatever the price that they spit out is the price that I'm putting on my website, and that's the price that I'm going to charge my customers. I also like to add in like an extra dollar or two um, to the shipping because I want to. I know that's bad, but I just add in the extra dollar or two to the shipping, and that pretty much covers packaging. So like custom packaging, like bundle wraps. Like what would the price of if they're getting three bundles? What's the price that three bundle wraps would cost? Or like the tissue wrapping paper, stuff like that. I just add like an extra dollar or two to the shipping um, price because pretty much everything that you do in business should be paid for, if that makes sense. Like your business should be able, the profit that you make from your business should be able to cover all business expenses. So you have to find a way to make people pay for the things that you are paying for in your business. So that's a way to slip it in. You can kind of slip in that extra dollar or two into the shipping cost. Um, or it's just like other ways to slip different fees into your business. Um, I love watching your lives. Thank you. Hi, have you heard of manufacturing companies that will make wigs out of the bundles you order for a reasonable fee? No, I don't know of any companies that would make wigs, any manufacturing companies that would make wigs out of the bundles you provide them. I don't know of any companies that do that. Do you make your wigs as soon as you get an order or before? My wigs right now, um, so I have two different ways that I make wigs on my site. So we'll have three different ways. The first way is when my customers provide the hair. So pretty much my out of town customers, they can mail their hair to my PO box, or local customers, I can meet up with them and take their hair from them. And then I proceed to make their hair. Um, or if a customer wants me to recreate a wig, I can recreate a wig for them. They will have to pay through my website first, and then it's kind of like the pre-order system in a way. They pay for the order first, and then I use that money to pay for the bundles I need to make the wig, and then I make the wig and then I ship it out to them. Or three, I don't do this option as much as I should, but sometimes I will have wigs that I've already made and I just put it on the website. So if you want it, you pay for it and I ship it out like the same day. That is something I want to do more of. I just haven't had the time to do it. I get so busy. Uh-oh. I get so busy. Um, let's see. Let's see. This week ain't gonna never get done. I researched hair companies like you suggested in one of your videos. I'm seeing natural hair clip-ins are popular in wigs. Do you feel like your wigs sell as much as your hair bundles? My wig business is fairly new, so I don't think I could compare the two because both of them wasn't started at the same time. So it wouldn't be fair to compare the both of them. Honestly, anything that have to deal with the hair industry is popular. Like you shouldn't have to worry about if something's gonna sell more or not because it's all about what your target audience wants. So once you determine who your target audience is, you will know if your target audience prefer bundles more or wigs more. So it's gonna be based off what your target audience prefers, and then you should just like take it from there. My wig business, I kind of treat my wig, although you can order wigs up under my um you can order wigs, bundles, business books, all of that stuff up under the same website. I still promote them separately. So my wig business, I have like a separate Instagram account for it because everybody that like my hair extensions, they don't like wigs, you know? So I don't want to be on Instagram promoting wigs on my I don't want to. Okay, I'm confused by what somebody just posted. I am making a wig. I don't know who that person is, but I'm about to block them because I don't even know what she talked about. Listen, I am all right, this is a fake person. It be some weird people on here. It be some weird people on YouTube. Y'all. Where do these people come from? Jesus. Um, I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, yeah, so people on my regular Instagram business page, every look, no people done threw me off. Everything Ebony Collection. Most of the people who follow that page, they're following it because they like bundles. So I really don't promote like my business ebooks and business services on that site, on that Instagram page, or my wigs. I really don't promote it heavily on that page because I know most people on that page that's following that page, they like bundles. So I created a different Instagram account for wigs, Wigs by Ebony, because I know those would be people who actually like wigs. And then most of like my business ebooks, workbooks, and anything like business related, I promote that on my personal Instagram page. So I kind of keep them separate because I know that it's going to be different people that's interested in different things. Let's see. I'm trying to keep up with all questions, y'all. I'm answering questions on YouTube, Instagram, and I'm making a video. All right, let's see. Instagram. Sorry, y'all. Do you feel when you draw the outline of the closure and then sew it on later, it doesn't match up exactly on the lines? When I create my outline is pretty much like a rough draft. That's what I would like to call it. The outline is just to help guide you to make sure you stay on track and you're not sewing on your tracks cricket. So my outline is the outline I do for my closure. I always leave enough room around it. So I really don't like my outline isn't like final. You know what I'm saying? It's just a guideline and a template. I'm not looking for it to match up exactly to the lines because I sew in between the lines that I make. I sew on the lines that I make. I sew like it's just a guideline. I don't treat it as like I don't use it to be exact if that makes sense. It's just a guideline, an outline. So I wouldn't focus too much on that, like making sure it lines up exactly. I wouldn't focus too much on that. I love the hair you have on. It looks good on you. Thank you. Sheena says, I want to get some business cards from Vistaprint, but I'm not in the U.S. Do you know if they offer service to international customers? I don't know. Every time I order, I'm using U.S., so I really don't know when it comes to international. You just have to go to their website and see. Save this live. Yes, I will save the live. What do you think is more lucrative, buying and selling ready-made wigs or making wigs to sell? I honestly don't know. I haven't like purchased wigs that was already made to sell, so I can't really compare the two because I've never done one of them before. I personally like to make my own wigs because I enjoy wig making. Like wig making is fun to me, it's calming. So that's just what I prefer to do. I don't think I don't know. Like I honestly just don't I don't know which is better. I just do what I enjoy doing. Some of her customers bring their own hair. Thank you. How did you figure what your target audience would be? Well, you gotta have an idea. Like we all have a dream of what we want our business to be. Just think about the person that you like, the ideal person you want to wear your hair or your products, whatever it is that you sell. Like just think of that person in your head. Like what does she look like? How does she wear her hair? Where does she work? Where does she shop at? Is she like a luxury type of girl? Like does she walk around with Chanel purses? Like you already, trust me, if you have a business, you already have this in your mind, or even if you're thinking about having a business, you already have it in your mind. Just think about, just really sit down and think about who this person is. Everything, every detail about them. Did they go to school? Like what's they raised? Where they work at now? Do they have kids? Are they married? Are they single? What type of music do they listen to? What's their favorite color? What they like to do for fun? Like all of that stuff, like you really have to like narrow down on who your target audience is. But it's just like who your ideal customer is. You are selling here to who? Like, who is the person you're selling hair to? You can't sell hair to everybody. So don't say everybody. Because if you say everybody, guess what? I hope you got a lot of money to market to everybody in all of these different groups. Because if you say you're marketing hair to everybody, what a 13-year-old like and what a 35-year-old woman like, it ain't gonna be the same. They're not gonna like the same colors. They're not gonna do the same thing after work, after school. Like, they not doing the same thing. So you have to always narrow in on your target audience and be as specific as possible. On my phone, and I haven't received the email. Okay, okay, yeah. Just check, and if you still have issues, I'll just give you the direct link. So just send me a DM if it's still not working, and I'll try to send you the direct link to the free guide. Um, no, I have about 5 email accounts. Let's see. We can use weave thread. Okay, y'all talking about thread for the sewing machine? No, I have not used weave thread because weave thread is too thick. It's not gonna fit through the hole of your needle. So, uh-oh. This is, well, I don't think it can fit through the hole of my needle. Because weave thread, if you look at it, it's like a whole bunch of thread threaded around each other. Like, it isn't just like one string. It looked like it's about 3 or 4 strings on weave thread. I don't think weave thread will fit through my sewing needle. So this thread right here that I'm using is thread that you would use for a overlock machine. Is that what it's called? And I'm only using this because I ran out of the thread that I always use. I ran out of the regular thread that I always use, so I have to use what I'm using. This is 100% polyester black. Honestly, a lot of different people talk about different thread. I don't use weave thread because weave thread is too thick to go through the needle. But I have not had an issue using the thread that I always use is like cotton all-purpose thread. I brought some more from Walmart the other day, yesterday, because I did get some more thread from Walmart. Let's see. I did get some more thread from Walmart. And this is the thread I typically use. It's just all-purpose thread. It costs like $1 at Walmart. So this is the thread that I typically use. Instagram live is about to cut off, so I'm gonna get back on live. This is the thread I typically use. I don't use no special thread. I've never had a problem using this thread. I use this thread to make my own clothes. I use this thread to make my wigs. Never had an issue. Some people like to use other thread because they feel like it's more durable or whatnot. I honestly have not seen a difference, and I've been making wigs for a long time. For myself, I have not seen a difference. Let's see. How long did it take you to learn to make a wig on a sewing machine? It didn't take me long at all because I already knew how to use a sewing machine. Let's see. Do you ship international? I definitely do. I do ship international. You give out so much great information to beginners like myself. Thank you so much. Thank you. What is the best P.O. box you would suggest for a good price? The cheapest one. So I have a P.O. box through USPS. I get the cheapest one. Whatever doesn't fit in the box, they pretty much keep the package behind the counter. They'll give you a yellow slip. You just take the yellow slip to the front counter and they give you your package. So I think it's just best to go with the cheapest option when it comes to P.O. box. Let's see. All right, it is about to cut off on Instagram, so I'm gonna save and share it, and then I'm gonna come back on Instagram live. Share. y'all. This wig. Y'all never be focused. I usually get further on my wigs when I'm just on Instagram. But I never do live on YouTube, so I have more questions coming in. On Instagram, if I miss your question, just go ahead and type it in again, because I'm answering questions from both Instagram and YouTube, and I'm just kind of alternating. So I'm trying to get to everybody's question. Why I can. Right, so YouTube. What's the best grade of hair to start your business with? I'm just starting out and looking for a vendor and testing out hair. All right, so grade of hair, you probably just tuned in, so you missed out. With hair grades is messed. Cut YouTube off. Y'all ain't right. Look, I be on Instagram all the time. YouTube, they deserve a live video. All right, so if you're just tuning in, the hair grading system is a made-up system for marketing purposes. They are just selling you the same hair, but telling you that the higher the grade is, like, it's supposed to be better, but it's the same hair. So really, the hair grading system is made up, just like when they say Peruvian, Indian, Malaysian. Okay, Indian hair is a real thing. But when they say like Peruvian, Brazilian, all of that's just all messed up. Okay, they telling me to stay on YouTube. I'm gonna stay on both y'all, okay? And some of y'all tuned in on Instagram and YouTube. I don't know how y'all doing it, but y'all tuned in on both. All right. So the hair grading system, all of that is just made up for marketing purposes. It's just their way of being able to sell hair to you based off what you feel is better, or you. Based off what you feel is better, like that's their way of being able to make more money. So the best type of hair to start your business off with is good quality hair. And the only way to find out what good quality hair is by spending the money and testing out different vendors. I know that's the hard look. LOL, my vendor has Italian curly, right? Ain't nobody in Italy cutting the hair, right? They just said because it sounds good. Like, y'all know in our community, it's a lot of uppity people in our community. People will get certain hair just to have bragging privileges. They'll be like, girl, this ain't no Indian. This is Cambodian, and it just be making them feel extra. Like, it's just for marketing purposes, because they know it's gonna be somebody out there that's gonna feel real grand when they find out the hair from Cambodia instead of Brazilian. So it's just marketing purposes. But yeah, when it come out with starting your business, it's gonna be hard finding the vendor, but it's the most essential part to your business. It's about to start raining, y'all. It's the most essential part to your business. So it may get pricey. It is going to be a long process, but hang in there, because it's definitely worth it. Because once you find that good hair, like, that's probably the most exciting part. But it's definitely worth the wait. It's worth being able to try out vendors. Just make sure you are looking on Facebook groups, looking on Google. So before you pay with a certain vendor, like, do a Google search to see if they have bad reviews. Do a YouTube search to see if they have bad reviews, to kind of like weed out the bad companies. Let's see. I found a vendor and they have 4 different companies, and the person I talked to told me all of them and they're great. A lot of vendors do have sister companies, or they have more than one company that they're working for. I would say it's normal. I don't want to say it's normal, but it's not unheard of. It's not unheard of. Let's see. I have a quick question. I want to start my hair business. I've gotten a vendor. We communicate through WhatsApp. She showed me her factory through video call. What is the best way to make a payment? I need advice. Me. Hold on, because my phone just go dead on YouTube. Let me put my charger in. All right. Let me turn my ring light on, y'all. It done got dark because it started raining outside. Ooh, a little bright. I can't see. All right. Um, I pay my vendors through PayPal. I have a really good relationship with PayPal, and whenever I've had an issue with PayPal, PayPal always side with me. So I always make sure I pay through PayPal. Sometimes my vendors will send me their personalized PayPal link. So it'll be like paypal.com/company name slash whatever price it is or something like that. They'll send me like their specialized link. It's a reason why that phone is broke because that junk just fell. My bad, y'all. This phone definitely fell. Okay. It's a reason why that phone broke because that junk just fell. Yes, it's a PayPal me link. Or one of my other vendors, they they will send me an invoice. So they'll send me an invoice through PayPal, and then the invoice will get sent to my email address. Or if you have the PayPal app on your phone, it'll get sent directly to the PayPal app, and then I just pay them that way. But that's how I pay my vendors. I have a good relationship with PayPal, so PayPal is what I go through. I'm so happy for you. All you're doing and accomplishing. Thank you, Melody. Okay, let's see. Somebody said, how long is virgin hair supposed to last? It's gonna depend on the quality of the hair and like your vendor. But for the most part, virgin hair should last. Oh, excuse me. Virgin hair should last 2 years with proper care. Some virgin hair lasts 1 year, 2 years. Some last more. You definitely want to have virgin hair that lasts a year. As you know, nowadays nobody's wearing their hair that long, anyways. If we could be completely honest, people are switching their hairstyles every 3 weeks, every 2 weeks, depending on the person. I'm pretty sure y'all know people who switch their hairstyle way too often. And then I mean, I wear wigs, so I feel like with wigs, I definitely change my hair all the time. But even with wigs, because you're taking the hair on and off, it's just taking the hair off at night, it increases the longevity of the hair. So it's kind of like nobody's really wearing their hair that long, anyways. If we could just be honest, times have changed. But virgin hair should last a year, 2 years, or longer. Um, when you know, okay, when you know you don't have inventory in stock, when you don't keep inventory, you should set your website for pre-order. Okay, so I do pre-orders. Pretty much when you're doing pre-orders, you don't, okay, when you're doing pre-orders, if it makes sense, you don't have to like publicize, like tell everybody I'm doing pre-orders. Like you don't have to do that. You just want to make sure you are letting people know how long it's going to take them to get their hair. So you, as long as you have on your website that you have a processing time and a shipping time, that's all you need to let your customers know for the most part. Me on my policy page, I put down my whole fulfillment process. So I tell my customers if they actually read the policy page, which people don't. According to my analytics, they don't. But on my policy page, I let people know like flat out, I don't keep hair on hand. And I tell them the fulfillment process, the processing period, 2 to 5 business days. That is the time it takes for me to receive the hair from my vendor, the time it takes for me to inspect the hair, just in case I have to send the hair back. And then after the processing period is over, then the shipping period starts. And shipping is 2 to 3 business days via USPS. So that right there alone just let your customers know that it's a pre-order system, whether they call it pre-order or not. It's just that's just how it works. Most on hold on, y'all. I keep getting orders, which this is a good thing, but they just keep popping up, and it's blocking my view. Okay, so but as you can see, that is my processing time. My processing time is 2 to 5 business days, followed by 2 to 3 days shipping. If you go to any website, it's gonna be the same. Go to Fashion Nova, what's their processing time? What's their shipping time? Like, go to any website. All websites have a processing period and shipping period, unless they specifically specify same day shipping. I can't offer same day shipping because I don't keep inventory. But what I'm doing is nothing different than what everybody else is doing for the most part. So let's see. International vendors are difficult. Is there a way to handle the international payments? I'm so confused. One asked me to use Western Union. Okay, so I don't, okay, me, when I search for vendors, I only deal with vendors that are able to accept PayPal. So the only international, like, well, all vendors are international. I have right now. I am currently using two Chinese vendors, and they accept PayPal. Like, that's just normal for Chinese vendors. I've had an Indian vendor before, and they accept PayPal. Not all of them, but the one that I chose to work with, I only chose to work with them because they accept PayPal. Now, I do know there are other places to get vendors from, not just India and China. You can do Cambodia, Vietnam. I haven't tried those places, but I do understand that some of these countries, they don't have a banking system like we do in the United States. So here in the United States, like, we have currency, um, we can pay for stuff online, we could do the whole PayPal thing. In other countries, they're not as far advanced as we are, and sometimes the only way they can accept cash is if you do a Western Union. I've never done a Western Union before. I cannot tell you if you can trust it or not. I honestly don't know how it works because I never did it, but I do understand that all countries, they're not as advanced as the United States is, and that's why they will sometimes ask for Western Union, MoneyGram, and stuff like that. But I can't really give you like my personal opinion on whether or not you should use it because I've never used it before. Um, Apart from Gots to Be, what frontal glue do you recommend? The people on the people on Instagram already know, but I'm gonna just let you know. I do not use glue. Okay, I hate glue. I don't want glue on my forehead. None of that. When I wear my frontals, which I'm more of a closure person. I'm not even a fan of frontals. When I do wear frontals, I'm not using no glue. Okay. I make sure I take the right head measurements. I use an elastic band. And I will say, for the most part, my frontal wig is down from here to here. It's down. Okay. My issue is the ear tabs. The ear tabs never stay down. So my ear tabs don't stay down, so I just get some hair and I do like this. That's what I do with my frontals because I'm not a fan of glue. I just feel like the whole putting glue on your face thing is still new. Like, we don't know what health problems that could give you. Like, glue, first off, they tell you to put rubbing alcohol on your face. Alcohol not supposed to be on your face, like rubbing on your face. And then on top of that, y'all using glue. Half of these products are not verified by the FDA or whatever it's called. So me personally, I'm not the type of person to run with trends. The company Gots to Be, they did not make their product for frontals. They made products to make spikes and stuff in your hair. It probably is safe on hair, but safe on actual skin, I don't think it's safe on skin, so that's why I don't do it. I don't want to be one of those people where 15 years from now, everybody got this rare skin cancer on their foreheads because they was putting all that glue and stuff on their forehead. I'm not gonna be one of the people because I don't follow trends. So me, If it ain't for me to wear it, it need to be glueless. I'm still trying to figure out how to make a frontal wig completely glueless, because as you know, even when you add the elastic band, the ear tabs are always gonna flap. They're always gonna flap. But everything else, uh-oh, somebody died from lace glue in London. Wow, wow. Is it gel just like Gorilla Snot? Yeah, that's gel. So I don't want none of that on my skin, my forehead. So I just prefer glueless methods. I wear wigs, so that's just me. Um I can't really recommend a frontal glue. I can't, because I don't use it. It's just not my thing. Um it's just not my thing. How long does it take for your customers to receive their hair with your pre-order method? It don't take them long at all. So overall, like I said, 2 to 5 business days for processing time, 2 to 3 business days for shipping. So if you take out business days, you are looking at 1 week to a week and a half for customers to receive their orders. Yep. So you're looking at like a week to a week and a half, which isn't bad at all. I haven't had any complaints about the process, and I'm in my 3rd year of business. So, uh, how do you know if a vendor is going to continue to send you the same hair you have sampled? Well, you want to build a trust and relationship with your vendor. Typically, if your vendor knows that you're going to constantly come and order hair from them, they know that they need to make sure the hair is good, because if the hair isn't good, they're going to lose business with a person who's constantly sending them orders. So they're going to try their best to send you the best quality hair. But also, as a business owner, you definitely want to make sure you are consistently checking the quality of the hair. So maybe every 3 months, or maybe every 3 months or 6 months, you order the hair again and you wear it yourself to try it out to make sure the quality remains the same. Um, but for the most part, if your vendor not crazy and they're not trying to lose you as a client, especially if you, especially if you breaking in a lot of orders, they're gonna make sure that they're maintaining the quality of the hair. Do you think 60 $70 for a frontal from a vendor is normal amount? It depends on the length. What length are you talking about? Let's see. Um, is it too much having more than one vendor for your hair company? No, I don't think it's too much. I actually think it's wise. Hey y'all. Anybody just joining in, I'm going live on YouTube and Instagram, or anybody just joining in on YouTube, I'm going live on YouTube and Instagram. So I'm answering questions from both. If I haven't gotten to your question, I'm going to get to it. Just give me some time. Somebody said for a 12-inch is, I honestly don't know. I can't tell you off the top of my head. I don't even know how much my vendor charge. Maybe that is high. I don't know where. I don't remember. I wish I could pull it. Let me see. Let me see how much I recently paid for a frontal with my vendor. Uh, when it comes to prices, you always want to just compare prices. So look at the prices that other vendors are charging you. So don't just like pick one vendor and just go with one vendor. Like, you should already be talking to a lot of different vendors. That way you can compare prices. So if you've been talking to 5 vendors and 5 vendors give you a price list, you should be able to compare the prices amongst the 5 and see if they're all within the same range. And then you can see, okay, this person is charging me way too much. Let me see. I order a frontal. Most of my customers wear most of my customers wear closures. But the last frontal I purchased from my vendor was a 20-inch frontal, and that was $66. So your vendor, sorry y'all, I was going to check my West app to see how much I paid for a frontal. So my vendor, I paid for a 20-inch frontal, and I think I just said it was $66. So if your vendor is charging you almost $70 for a 12-inch frontal, yes, your vendor is charging you a lot. Um, what is the best density for lace wigs to sell? I cannot help you with that because I make wigs myself using my sewing machine, and I do not pay for wigs that are already made from vendors. So when it comes to what's the best density, I don't know. Like I never worn a wig that was already made from a vendor. Whenever I've worn a wig, it was because I made the wig myself. So I really, when they start talking about density and all that stuff, I don't know, because that's just not what I do. I don't know. I don't know. Um, and what do you do when the shipping fee is too high? To me, shipping anything that is 15 to $60 is normal shipping, because shipping depends on so many different factors. It depends on the size of the package. It depends on how much you order. It depends on the location that the package is coming from and going to, and it depends on what service are they using. So typically, if you are paying for a lot of hair and the hair is going to get to you in 2 days and it's coming from overseas, like that is expedited international shipping. It is going to be expensive. So somebody is saying 150 or more for density for wigs. So 150 and up when it comes to density for wigs. But you are paying for like expedited international shipping. Like, it's not going to be cheap. And if your vendor is offering you shipping for free, it's because they've already included it in the price of their bundles. So if you're already paying for it, you just don't know that you're paying for it because they already hid that price into something else. Kind of like what I was just saying earlier, like with me, for my customers to pay for custom packaging and stuff, I add in that extra fee in the shipping. It's different ways that you can hide the price of certain things. And a lot of vendors, if they offer free shipping, it's because they hid the price of it within the price of the actual bundles. So, um, because there's no such thing as free. If you ever taken an economics class, you will understand there's no such thing as free. Somebody is paying for it. Somebody is paying for it. Um, all right, let me answer some questions from Instagram. Let's see. Ooh, ooh, yeah. Let's see. Are you going to do tutorials on making clothes? No, because I don't make clothes no more. um, yeah, I haven't made clothes no more. If I feel like, I don't know, I just lost interest in that. If I regained interest in that, then sure. When you were testing your hair, do you test every texture they offer? Um, Before I sell any hair type on my website, I have to test out that hair. So when I first started curly hair only, I was only looking for curly hair. So my vendor offered afro kinky curly hair. I tested it out. I loved it. I put it on my website. And then I had a different vendor that offered the regular kinky curly hair that I sell. I tested that out. I liked it. I put it on my website. And those was the first two hair types that I started with. Now, because that hair was good, I said, okay, let me try a different hair type from the vendor to see if I should offer it on my website. My vendor for my afro kinky curly hair, almost all of the other hair that they sold was trash. It was trash, so I couldn't use the other hair. But before I add any hair to my website, I definitely try it out. Sometimes certain vendors specialize in certain things. Maybe they specialize in curly and then all of their other textures are trash. So why the other textures are trash, I don't know. But you just, before you ever offer a texture, always test it out. I wouldn't recommend, like, okay, you found a vendor, let me test out all of their hair types right now at once. I wouldn't recommend that, because what if your first time working with them, you test out all of their hair at once and all of their hair is trash? Now you're out a lot of money. Just start with one texture at a time from a vendor. See if you like it. If it's good, then try out another texture. Just do one at a time. That way you're not wasting your money and stuff like that. How many branding items should you start off with? I'm new and not getting orders yet. 1,000 of something seems like a lot. Okay, when you're talking about custom branding, the first thing you should start out with if you're a new business is business cards. So just start out with business cards, the 500 business cards for $10 off of Vistaprint. And then also you can like the photo I posted in a YouTube video I have, you can turn the business cards into hang tags. So just start off with that. Just simply start off with that. People know it's your company. I feel like that's the best way to start out for $10. And then as orders start coming in, then you can use that profit to invest into other things. But honestly, you just need something to represent your business. It can be a business card, it can be the hang tags that I was showing you how to do, but you need to have something. You don't have to have the whole 9 yards. You don't have to have the bundle wraps. You don't have to have the custom bags. You don't like you don't need all of that. Just have something so that people know, okay, this is from your company. Start small. Let's see. Um, are there any suggestions for people who are considering pre-sale without their website being up, or would you recommend that you have a website up? Yeah, you need to, if you're doing a pre-order system, you need to have a website up. If you're selling anything online, you need to have a website because yeah, people like to say all the time that the hair industry is oversaturated. Okay, people like to say all the time. People like to say all the time. The hair industry is oversaturated, okay? But all industries are oversaturated, so I try not to even like feed into the whole oversaturated mess or whatever. But I'm saying that pretty much to say, in the industry that's saturated, do you think they're going to order from you who don't have a website, or they're going to order from somebody who actually have a website? Like, you need to have a website. Having a website lets people know that you invest in your business, and it lets people know that like you're serious about your business. Why you don't have a website? Websites are free. You can have a free website through Big Cartel. You can have a custom website name for 99 cents. There's no reason to not have your own website. I have YouTube videos that show you how to do your own website on Big Cartel, which is free. I show you how to build your own website on Squarespace, like start to finish. I show you on my YouTube video. I also have a YouTube video that show you how I purchase my domain names and attach them to my website. But honestly, there's no reason to not have a website. You can have a free website. Many websites are just $10 a month, and you can have your own domain name for 99 cents for the entire year. So you looking at $11, you can have a website up. There's really no reason to not have a website up. And then nowadays, people are only purchasing hair from companies they feel they can trust. It's so many scammers. Yeah, I have no idea. It's so many scammers, and people are being victims of scams every day. People pretending to sell wigs, pretending to sell hair. They say, just send the money to my Cash App. They send the money to the Cash App. Next thing you know, they blocked. They out $300. Like, people want to buy from people they can trust from websites. Um, so more than likely, 7/8 hair is the same as 10/8. Yes, all of the hair is the same for the most part. The universe telling you to neglect YouTube. That's funny. From when my phone dropped, that's funny. um, you've been a big inspiration since I started my business. Thank you. Um, People change hair like they change clothes. Exactly. Cause she not even making a wig no more. I just turned into Ask Ebony. Y'all stop it. Stop it. Y'all right. I am about to start making this wig. Cause that's what I can. Let's see. Have you ever had to send hair back? No, I haven't. Thank God. I have not had to send hair back to my vendor due to quality issues. Thank God. Hey, Ebony, can't wait to get my Kinky Straight bundle to try. I'm thinking about adding Kinky Straight to my store. You definitely should because the hair is really beautiful. Is this the bundle I was just working with? No, it's not. Because it's very beautiful and natural. Where is better to find vendors, AliExpress or Alibaba? Alibaba, because um, Alibaba, AliExpress is just like too many people know about the vendors on AliExpress. Even though, okay, AliExpress is an extension of Alibaba. So Alibaba is like the mother company, and then AliExpress is like up under the mother, like the child company. Too many people know about AliExpress, and that's why the quality. That's why you find it where if a YouTuber reviews a hair, the YouTuber have good quality, but after that review, all of the quality is bad. That's because let's say this particular AliExpress vendor only have 20 people working, right? So they're used to their regular orders. Once a YouTuber reviews the hair, and let's say it's a really popular YouTuber, now they're getting slammed with more orders than they're used to being slammed with. And Chinese people are natural born hustlers. They're not going to say, no, we're not accepting no more orders. Like, they're never going to say that. So it's just going to be them 20 people now trying to get out 10 times the amount of orders they never got out before. And then the quality of the hair always goes down. The more, it just, with AliExpress, that's just how it is. The more people that know about the company, the more people that order from the company, the more the quality of the hair goes down. So, and AliExpress is more of a retail. It's more of a retail website. Alibaba is more of a wholesale. So you're dealing with the actual factories, and the factories are capable of making thousands, like tens of thousands of orders every day. So you'll never really run into that quality issue when you're able to find a good vendor on Alibaba. So that's why I always say Alibaba versus AliExpress. And somebody already answered that, and somebody said she has a video about it on YouTube. So thank you. Um, Gosh, your hair is everything. Thank you. How does the baby hair stay down on a frontal? You have to use a lot of product on the baby hair to stay down. So when I make my wigs, I like to use Eco Styler olive oil gel, and I mean I put a. If you ever seen me make my wigs before, I put a lot of it on there, like a very generous amount. So after it dries, like the baby hair not going nowhere for a couple weeks. And look, you can use mousse or styling foam. Yep, you definitely can. Girl, you got some beautiful hair, girl. This is a wig. This is a wig, girl. This is a okay. Sorry, y'all. I lost connection. Y'all can see me on YouTube. It said I lost connection. Um, let's see. Thank you for answering my question. Okay, I'm struggling finding a good vendor, but I want to start my website and put pictures up. What should I do? If you're trying to start your website, you can start your website. You just won't be able to put up pictures. Okay, good. You just won't be able to put up pictures until after you find a good vendor, because you're not going to be able to sell hair without finding a good vendor first. So you just have to start your website, and your website won't have pictures on it. So you can just start off by doing like the color scheme. You can start off with like the FAQ page, like the policy page, stuff like that. But you'll have to wait until after you find a vendor before you can put pictures up. Just ordered my hang tags. Yes. Do you need an LLC or can you wait to get it? I'm always going to tell you if you're trying to start a business, I'm always going to tell you if you're trying to start a business, do it the legal way. That's what I'm going to tell you. I can't really tell you like when to get it or whatever. People going to do what they want to do, but I'm going to tell you to just do it the legal way. Where to get 99-cent domain? You can get it from GoDaddy.com, But if you go to Google search and you just type in 99-cent domain, it's going to be a lot of different domain websites that pop up. But me, I like to use GoDaddy. I'm making a wig right now too. I like watching stuff while using the machine. Same here. I will binge watch some YouTube videos while I'm doing the machine. I like to take a lot of people live classes and stuff like that, or free webinars. I'll look at their webinars while I'm making wigs, or I listen to music. Do all Alibaba vendors require a business license or just a business card? I don't know. I don't know. I find my vendors on Alibaba, but I don't make purchases through Alibaba. So after I find my vendor on Alibaba and I ask them, do they have a WhatsApp? I just contact them on WhatsApp. I tell them to send me an invoice through PayPal, or they send me a link, a PayPal link for me to pay. But my vendors, they never ask me for my business license. They never ask me for a business card. They never ask me for my business name. They never ask me for my website. They never ask me for my tax ID. They never asked me if I was registered. They never asked me for my LLC information, and I don't tell them. I definitely do not tell them either. So, I don't know. How to avoid bunching up on the machine. It only bunches up on the machine if you're stretching out the cap too much, or you just, when you're sewing, you just have to smooth out the cap as you're sewing. My YouTube videos that I have on making wigs on the sewing machine, I always stress the fact that you have to smooth out the cap. Also, in my online wig course, I stress that as well. Let's see. I'm glad you lost connection on there. It came right back though. I knew y'all was gonna start again. I haven't had not one vendor ask for a business card saying, why are all the hating on YouTube? Cause I'm giving YouTube my time, and they want all the time for themselves. Okay. I'm really not making this wig, y'all. I'm supposed to be making this wig. I'm gonna have to get off live. I'm gonna have to get off live just so I can make the wig. Maybe like after each roll, so I can make sure the wig getting done. Maybe like I sew a roll, then after the roll, I answer a question, and then after I answer the question, I sew down another roll because y'all can be the reason why I'm up all night making wigs. And you got all day. I do. I do got all day. That's what I be telling myself. I do have all day to make them. I mean, they really don't take that long to make when I'm focused. I wish I had the patience to sew. On the sewing machine, it go by real fast. You just wish you had the patience to learn it. Maybe that's what you meant to say. I love you, Evan. You give us hope and motivation to just go for it. Definitely. Always just go for it. I ordered my hand tags Friday. Thanks for the tip. No problem. Y'all, we ain't getting nowhere with this week. Alright. Let me go back to YouTube. Let's see. What is the standard size for closures? I think the standard size is 4x4. I prefer 4x4 closures. I like the 5x5 closures. The 6x6, I hate it. I hate it, y'all. Instagram already know why I hate it. But the 6x6 closures, I just think it's pointless. I understand the 6 inches from here to here because it gives you more room to have more baby hairs and stuff. But this actual 6 inches going back, it stops like right here. You don't need to part your hair all the way here. Like, it's just pointless to have yet a closure that goes all the way back here, 6x6 closures. So I don't really care for 6x6 closures. Um, 4x4, 5x5, that's good. I only offer 4x4 on my website. That's probably all I'm ever gonna offer because when people get a closure, I hardly ever see people part their and I sell free part closures, but I hardly ever see people like say, "Oh, I'm gonna part my closure over here," or "I'm gonna part my closures over here." Like most people that part their hair, they know if they're a middle part person or a side part person, and you usually just take a stance. Like me, I'm a side part person, but it's a wig, so I just have it in the middle part. I'm a side part person, okay? I'm always parting my stuff in the side part. That's why I really don't need frontals. Cause even if I had a frontal, guess how I'm gonna part it? In the side part. So I think standard is 4x4 for the most part. Um, people are requesting nowadays 5x5, 6x6. I just feel it ain't necessary, but that's just me. Your laugh is so genuine. I love that my boyfriend is on my boyfriend or best friend is on point with all the people I watch. Okay, boyfriend. He's like, "Who you watching today?" Sounds like Ebony. That's funny. That's funny. Um, how do you know if a vendor is going to continue to send the same? Okay, I answered that. Uh, oh, child. Okay, I can't get to all these trolls on YouTube. They've been wrote a whole essay on YouTube before I see it. I hope I'm not skipping nobody question. Let's see. They have 7x7 closures now. It's getting out of hand. Somebody just need to tell these vendors like nobody's parting their hair from here all the way back there. Like that's just out of hand. Now if they wanna like do seven across and maybe three or five back, maybe like 7x5, 6x5, but it don't need to come all the way back. That's crazy. These vendors are getting out of hand. They're getting out of hand. Might as well be a frontal, right? I like deep parts, but damn, right? Hey y'all. All right. I found a vendor from India, but they don't do frontals or closures. Is that normal? Yeah, that's normal. For some reason, it's hard to find good closures and frontals in India, anyways. At least that's what I'm hearing from my Facebook group. So I do have a Facebook group called "We All Can Win Hair Bosses," and a lot of people do say that it's hard for them to find good vendors, like good raw hair vendors that make frontals and closures. So you probably have to find another vendor that can make frontals and closures for you, and then you just have to make sure that the other vendor that does the frontals and closures for you, that it matches up perfectly with the hair you get from your Indian vendor. Do you double wefts your machine? Do you double the wefts for your machine wigs? How do you know how to measure spacing between tracks? Yes, I do double the wefts, not on all bundles. How do we get in the Facebook group? Just search it and send a request, and I will add you to the Facebook group. It's called "We All Can Win." So just search "We All Can Win" on Facebook groups and just send a request. Yes, I do double the wefts. So if I'm working with three bundles, I'll double two of them and leave the last one just the way it is. And spacing depends on how much hair you have to add to the wig. You never want to space it out more than an inch. So if you're going to space it out, the most you can space out your tracks is an inch. Um, but just don't do it more than an inch, okay? Because you'll be spacing it out too much. Um, How do I get my sales selling hair? You get your sales by posting content, being consistent. It takes time for people to order from you. They have to get to know you, they have to trust you, they have to feel like you are a legit business before they purchase with you. They also got to have money. If they just found out about your company and it's on Monday and they don't get paid to Friday, you know, it's just a lot that goes into getting sales. But being consistent, consistently posting great content, um, definitely helps. Great guide, Ebony. Thank you. Do you double the West? Yep. Okay. Hey, I want to register my LLC in Florida, but it's an online boutique. But when trying to register, it asks for a physical address. Can I use my home address? Yes. You can use your home address. Let's see. Hey, welcome, welcome. I'm doing kind of like a live Q&A. I'm on YouTube and I'm on Instagram. I'm supposed to be making a wig, but I'm answering more questions than I'm making a wig. Um, yeah, you can use your home address because you're working from home. That's what I did. So, let's see. I love your little giggles. Thanks. Everybody say that. It's the fact I never realized how much I giggle and laugh until after I rewatch my videos. Like it just comes so natural. Like I just never look. I just did it now. I just never realized it. Let's see. Oh dang! I done skipped a lot of questions. Uh, 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 uh. Mm. I done lost my place on YouTube. Okay, I found my place. Right, let me do this roll. So we gonna be on time. Let me sew this roll. Let me sew this. All right. So, what is the best PO box? Um, what PO box would you recommend for a good price? I have my PO box through USPS, and I got the cheapest one they had available at my post office. And if you ever get a package that does not fit into your PO box, they simply just hold it behind the counter for you. So I feel like it works out better that way, just to get the cheapest option. All right. How do I get a sample pack to attach sample here to? What is the paper size? Okay, so when I made my hair samples, let's see. Make sure my dress ain't. All right. So my hair samples I made with a brochure. So I just use a template off of Vistaprint, the brochure. Am I even pronouncing that right? The brochure templates. I added my images, I added my text, and pretty much to connect it to here, I use my tagging gun. So I cut off like a piece of weft, and I'll take my tagging gun and I'll attach the hair to the brochure. But I honestly don't remember what size this is. It wasn't the smallest one, but it wasn't the largest one either. I think it was the middle option. That's how I created my hair sample packet. It's just being creative. You can use anything to create hair. Like you just got to be creative. um, Somebody said they only use nylon thread. Um, you can use nylon thread with a sewing machine. I think I've heard people use nylon thread with a sewing machine. I'm not completely 100% sure, but I feel like I've heard people say that. How can I get bundle pictures to use on website when you don't stock hair? I actually have a YouTube video showing exactly how I take pictures for hair that I don't keep in inventory. So just look at that YouTube video. I get asked this question a lot, but the easiest way to answer is before you can sell hair, you have to test it out. Somebody said they use nylon and polyester thread for a sewing machine. That's great. Um, Thank you, because a lot of people want to know the different types of thread they can use. So, um, before you can sell hair, you have to test it out. So while you're in the state of testing out the hair, you know you want to start a business. You know you got to test out hair. You know that it's a possibility that the hair you're testing out may be really good hair in the hair that you may use for your business. So you want to go ahead and take pictures of that hair when you receive it. So when you do realize that the hair is really good quality, you already have photos of the hair in bundle state that you can put on your website. But it's really not that hard um, to figure out. How does it hold washing the wigs if the thread is cotton? The same. Like I use cotton thread and it I've been using cotton thread for years. Like I've never had an issue with track slipping or nothing. Like I've never had an issue. Like I've never had an issue. So I think for the most part I think people people I don't know. I don't even know what I want to say. How many feet is your ring light? I honestly don't know. I don't know. But the ring light that I purchased, I actually have a YouTube video that talks about my Amazon business purchases, and my ring light is in there. And in the description box, I have a link to this exact ring light that I purchased. So if you click on the link, it'll direct you to the same exact one that I have. Somebody put sending thoughts and prayers to your hairline. Oh, wait, wait. I read that so wrong. I read that so wrong. I thought he said, or I don't know. I think it's a he. It could be a It probably is because the name is Aaron. Says sending thoughts and prayers to your hairline. I thought like maybe I was gonna say, hold on now. I got my edges. I read that so wrong. I'm sorry. I read that so wrong. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I read it so wrong, y'all. Uh-oh. Let's see. Is it a bad thing to get hair from a trading company? I don't know. Honestly, when I found my vendors, I wasn't looking to see if they were a trading company, a manufacturer. I wasn't looking at that stuff when I found my vendors. So some people do look at that stuff. Um, if you are able to get hair from a manufacturer, typically the prices are cheaper that way. So if you're looking to save on your money, right? That's exactly what I thought he was saying. Um, if you're looking, this hair feels so good. This is hair that was sent by a customer. This hair feels really good. Um, if you're able to find a manufacturer company, you're able to get better prices for the most part. Um, uh-oh. Hey, are you still selling the bonnet and label info? Yes. It's on my website. So if you go to everythingebony.com, click on the hair business tab and you'll see it up under there. Please talk about the dark web. I don't know what the dark web is. What did you talk about? Not what did you talk about. I honestly don't know what you're talking about. Um, can you share thoughts on writing a business plan? What are some important things to take into consideration? Um, I never officially wrote a business plan. Like I just took a notebook and I wrote down what it is I wanted to do. If you're looking to write an official um business plan, you can go to sba.gov. So sba.gov. It's a great business resource. sba.gov. And it just says start and grow your business right here. And see the guide. You click on see the guide. 10 steps to start your business. This is the United States Small Business Association website. So anything you want to know about starting a business, honestly, like creating a plan and all that stuff like that, is here. So right here, first you want to conduct market research. Okay. Then it say write your business plan. It may be hard to see because y'all, if you go to the website, you'll see it. But the second thing is say write a business plan. You just want to click on learn more. And it's going to tell you exactly how to write a business plan. If you're trying to write like an official business plan, you're going to need an executive summary, company description, market analysis, organization and management structure, service or product line, marketing and sales, funding requests, financial projections. It have it on the SBA website if you're looking to create some sort of official business plan. Typically, if you're looking for investors in your business, like you want somebody to invest like some big bucks into your business, they may ask you for like an official business plan. Me, I've never asked for funding or anything of that sort, so I never had to provide anyone with a business plan. My business plan for myself is just pretty much brainstorming and just, finding out who my target audience is, coming up with color schemes, trying to figure out who will do my website, graphics and flyers, just like writing down basic stuff. Y'all, we done been on live for 2 hours. Don't make no sense. This is time wasted. Not time wasted. Cause I don't mind answering questions, but I really got on here to make the wig. But um, I guess I'm just doing Q&A. um, let's see. Alright, so I'm just not gonna make the wig until I get off live. I'm waiting on my Instagram live to come back up because the live had ended on Instagram. Alright, y'all. So I came to the conclusion that I'm just gonna make the wig once I get off live because because I'm not getting anywhere with the wig while I'm on live, so I'm just gonna make the wig once I get off live. But this is gonna be like my last session. All right. Um. Sorry, y'all. I'm eating some pistachios. I ain't ate yet. I should have had my boyfriend bring me some food. Okay, so I have a question about buying your LLC. If you don't have a business address, what can you use? I will be selling here online. Where I live, I can use my home address, but different states have different rules. Sometimes they require you to have like a certain type of address. So you want to do your research and see what it is that your state, what type of addresses you are allowed to use in your state. But I use my home address. Well, I use my parents' address because I live in an apartment. So I just use my parents' address. Um, do I do private Skype coaching? No, I don't. Not yet. When I offer business coaching, y'all will be the first to know. Y'all will be the first to know. I hope I'm not smacking loud, y'all. I love pistachios. If the vendor is charging too much for the frontal enclosures, but the bundles are good prices to you, would you keep them from? Would you keep them for hair and get frontals enclosures somewhere else? Yes, because good vendors. Hey, mentor. Good vendors are hard to come across. So if you find like if a vendor offer any type of product that's good, keep them. If you have to outsource other products, then outsource it. But vendors are hard to come across. If you find a very good vendor for bundles, keep them, okay? Keep them. What's the name of the machine thing that you use to attach the hang tags to the bundle? That's a tagging gun. A tagging gun. Do I package any extra gifts for my clients? No, I don't. Gifts cost money. mm, Let me stop eating, y'all. I'm eating pistachios. It's a nut. No, you have almonds, you have cashews, you have peanuts, and then you got pistachios. My boyfriend, he will not try pistachios for anything. He feel like I eat weird stuff. I was just like, just a pistachio. Like, he will not try it. He won't try that. He won't try persimmons. He won't try avocado. He won't try papaya, nothing. Can't get this man to try nothing. Facts. Gifts cost money. Um, Ebony, thank you for sharing your knowledge. Thank you. How do you register a business online to get an EIN number? To get an EIN numbers are isn't that the orange tangerine looking fruit percent? Yes, it is. It looked like an orange tomato, but it looked like an orange tomato. That's what most people describe it as, but it is so good. I love them. I love them. EIN numbers are free. So you go to irs.gov through the IRS, excuse me, go to irs.gov. You can apply for an EIN for free. Um, I got a balloon in this house I didn't even know I had. um, hey y'all. Somebody say, when placing orders, do you go when placing when placing orders, do you go get them or do you keep stock at home? Or do the pre-order system? Hmm. Do PayPal charge you to use their services? Yeah, PayPal have fees, so yes, you do get charged, but their fee is very small. I don't even remember what their fee is. Oh, what am I drinking? I'm drinking coconut water. This is my favorite brand, C2O. Coconut water. It's my favorite drink besides regular drinking water. It's one of my favorites. PayPal charge different amounts, but PayPal will charge you. Um, but all payment processors charge a percentage. How much do I charge for my wigs? Um, Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna get to y'all questions on Instagram. All right, so my wigs, I charge if you provide your own hair, I charge $100 for a closure wig, and I charge 125 for a frontal wig. For wigs, when I provide the hair, they start at 225 or $250 when I provide the hair. I only have time for baby hairs when I'm going out, not for day to day work. All right, so how did you decide to rebrand? I'm in the process of researching cosmetics, and I'm wondering if at some point I will need to rebrand or try to just launch cosmetics or brand separately. For me, okay. I'm sorry, y'all. These darn pistachios so good. For me, okay. I knew I wanted to rebrand because I wasn't reaching the audience I wanted to reach. I wanted to reach an audience that's more so my age, like younger, like 20 to 29. That's what I want to reach. But most of my customers were like 30 to 40. And they were ordering shorter lengths of my hair, so they typically order like 12, 14, 16, right? And I in my head, my target like audience, my ideal customer, she probably wear like 18, 20, 22, 24. She younger. So I'm like, okay, I must have did something wrong with my marketing. And then on top of that, I felt like I was limited because curly hair only means I can only sell curly hair. And I feel like I was limiting myself. So I knew because of that, I wanted to rebrand. So even with that going on, because I was doing the whole YouTube, and I didn't realize that like people would be asking me so many questions. Like when I started making YouTube videos, like how to start your business, the first YouTube video I made about the hair business was how I started my hair business, made $35,000 in my first year. I did not expect that video to get so many views, and because it did, and I'm blessed that it did. Because it did, I have people asking me questions all the time, and then I realized, wow, like I could really start creating stuff for other people, like guides. Of course, I always make my YouTube videos to go into detail, but some people, they're not like watch a video and understand it. Like some people have to actually download like ebooks and guides and stuff and print it out to actually like retain the information. So I realized, okay, people actually like that type of stuff. So not only am I selling hair, but people actually like workbooks and stuff. And I had two separate websites for them, but I figured, why not put them all under one website? Like to me, it just made sense. Plus, um, plus, I had created like everything ebony. Everything ebony was something like a name I came up with like in 2014 or something, because I kind of always known, like I always knew how to do different things and make money doing different things. So that's how I came up with everything ebony, because ebony does everything. And I've always had like an idea of having like everything in one place. So anything that I can do, I wanted people to like have one place to come to get everything, if that makes sense. So it's always something I wanted to do. I just never like figured I can do it. So I just figured like, why not? So with everything ebony, I have the hair extensions, I have wigs, I have business. I do want to add lashes, hair tools, and all that stuff like that. But really, with my business name, I'm more so branding myself as a person. So I feel like people who follow me, people who support me, people who know me, people who get to know me, I feel like they will support me, which most of you have, which I truly appreciate. So right now, I'm more so creating a brand around myself, which can be a lot harder because I don't feel like I have truly branded myself just yet. A lot of work goes into branding yourself. And in the process, a lot of people just don't know who you are. A lot of people don't know who Ebony is. A lot of people don't know me from YouTube. So it's just like when you make your own self your own brand, it's harder because now you have to take an additional step to the process to let people know who is Ebony. Because people like everything Ebony, like, who the hell is that? It's not even like the Everything Ebony hair collections, Everything Ebony collection. People don't know what that is. So a lot goes into it, into rebranding. I can't even do everything I want to do because I don't have the time to do it. So I'm definitely still working on my brand. Like this is about to be my last week at my 9 to 5. So I have more time to get into that, but it's tricky. How do you place orders with vendors through PayPal? Me and my vendors, we communicate on WhatsApp. So I hit them up. I be like, "What's up?" I'll be like, "What's up?" I say, "Hey, I got a new order." I tell them what I want. They speak me back a price. Um, and then I be like, okay, I'm ready to pay. Then they send me a custom PayPal link, or I say or they can speak me a price, and I be like, okay, send me an invoice, and they send me an invoice through PayPal, and I pay. Their fee isn't small to me. They charge $7. Is it PayPal charges $7 or your vendor? Because sometimes your vendor will charge a separate fee for PayPal. My vendor, and it will vary based off the amount that you are purchasing. So the fee that PayPal charge you and the fee that your vendor come up with be two different fees. I do feel like sometimes the vendors do try to like give you a huge PayPal fee, but I just always pay it. I don't even question it. Um, you don't think your prices are too low? That's why you get older people? No, No. I don't think that's why my prices were low. I just feel like I don't really know why I attract older people. Because older people don't necessarily buy stuff because it's cheaper in price. I mean, some people, like, the older you get, the wiser, much more mature you get, and the more you realize you have to pay for the things that you want. So I don't think price played effect in me targeting older people. I just think, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think because most of my followers, and like I tell people how I gained a lot of followers, I would go to other similar hair pages and I would just follow people and people would follow me back. I think what I did, I just probably followed a lot of older people versus younger people. So most of the older people followed me back in order. That's probably what happened, to be completely honest. I should have only been friend requested people that fit into my target audience, but I was friend requesting everybody, y'all. And every time I had wanted a new order, like, I was just like, okay, I'm about to go somewhere this weekend. I want some extra money. I would just literally friend request people. And every time I did it, I would get like a new order. Like, it never would fail. Like, just go, because I feel like I post great content on my page. So it's just a matter of people finding my page and seeing this great content. That's why the people go ahead and make an order. I was wondering, what's your take on celebrity stylists? I was wondering, what's your take on celebrity stylists selling their vendors? Do you think it's legit, or they're just trying to make quick money off of us, the consumer? They're trying to make quick money. Because when I think of all of the celebrity stylists, when you just look at them, you can kind of sense, like, they just trying to make quick money. They see this as their opportunity to shine. Like, most of the people that do it, they are typically party people. The celebrity stylists, the celebrity stylists, I'm not gonna say no names. They're typically party people. They're flashy. They drive nice cars. They always have something name brand, and when they do have something name brand, they feel like they have to take a picture to show the world what they just purchased. Those are people. If that describes the person that you're talking about, they are selling their vendor to make a quick buck, so they can go buy a new bag or some new shoes, or they can pay on that luxury car they just paid for that they really can't afford, but they just trying to make some quick money. But that's just my take. I ain't trying to spill no tea. I ain't trying to talk about nobody. I ain't saying no names. But typically, they they just selling their vendor for a quick come up. Cause why sell your vendor if you can just sell the hair, right? If you just sell the hair, you make more money that way anyways. Like, it just, or why sell your vendor if you can just offer wholesale? You a celebrity stylist, you trying to make extra money, just offer wholesale. It makes no sense to sell the vendor. So I always feel like people who sell vendors are just quick come up. It's best to find your own vendor. I honestly don't think they are selling vendors they are using. That too. I don't think they're selling vendors they actually use. She has a YouTube video on people selling vendors exactly. It's all the fees included into the prices on your hair. That's what I was about to ask, because some vendors charge more for shipping depending on the amount of pieces you order, which I thought was interesting because some don't. Yeah, they should be charging based on the amount of pieces you order, because the heavier the package, the more it costs, the more fees it is, because the more money it is. Like, fees are supposed to be like a percentage of the price, pretty much. I'm older, 37. You were just business like and informative. Thank you. When doing pre-order system, do vendors charge you a different price each time? Yes, because I'm ordering something different each time. Uh, no, prices for vendors is the same unless you tell them it's price increase for the product. Yeah, yeah. So pretty, yeah. They're the vendor whole. They offer me wholesale prices, so their wholesale prices are going to be the same. But each time I place an order with my vendor, it's going to be a different. Like, the total is going to be different because I'm requesting different things in the order. Your YouTube attracted me because you presented yourself very down to earth, professional, real, And thank you so much. You are right about the celebrity stylists. Exactly. They just be flying. They just, at least the celebrity stylists that I follow, that's how they are. They real flashy. Like some people, they live for image. They live for what other people think about them. They want to be like in that spotlight. Me, I'm not one of those people, as you can tell. Like I come as I am. I don't care to have like that flashy lifestyle, but everybody, it's your life, so you get to choose the type of life you want. Mm, 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 mm. What length is that wig? It's either a 10 or a 12. I don't remember. Is that a lace front kinky straight you are wearing? It is a kinky straight closure wig that I made. Flashy and broke, right? I think I know one celebrity stylist you're talking about. I'm talking about a couple of them because they all fit the same category. It's so funny. Very flashy. How do you have time to do business and give good service? How do you have time to do business and give good service? I must be annoying you. You did question of my question. Everyone join the Facebook group. They're amazing. They are so helpful. You didn't. Wait, I didn't answer your question. I'm sorry. Is it for? Yeah, it's a 4x4 closure. I'm sorry if I didn't answer your question. There's so many questions. I'm sorry. Um, what is the minimum that a 14-inch bundle should cost wholesale? I don't know. When it comes to figuring out, okay, so I know a lot of people want to know if their vendors are overcharging them, because don't nobody want to get overcharged. When you're looking for vendors, you should be talking to more than one vendor at a time. So let's say you're talking to five different vendors give you a price list. Just compare all prices from five vendors. If you see somebody who prices are way too high compared to the other vendors, then you know, hey, this person prices are way too high. But if you see all five vendors are charging around the same amount, then you know that you're getting a reasonable price. My YouTube keeps freezing. Not sure if my questions was answered. I'm sorry. The YouTube will be saved, so you will be able to go back and look at the replay. It's gonna be a long replay though. It's gonna be a long replay. How do you get a free resellers permit? Everybody always say they are free, but when I have tried to get them, it's $500. I think you're confused on the terminology. The only thing that's free is your EIN number, so your tax ID number for your business. That's free. You go to the IRS website, irs.gov, and you can get an EIN number like the same day for free for your business. So that's what's free. A reseller's permit, that's not going to be free. LLC is not going to be free. None of that stuff is going to be free. The only thing that's free is the EIN number. PayPal fee is typically 5%. All right, for some reason, I don't know if I am getting all of my YouTube questions. Is it possible to have two drop shipping companies? If you're drop shipping, you can have however many drop shipping companies you want. You just got to make sure that you find a way to make them all work for you. You know, your customer will probably, if you have drop shipping companies, like more than one drop shipping company, and your customer places an order, and now you have to place your order with different drop shipping companies, then your customer gonna receive different packages. Like they're gonna receive more than one package. So you might want to explain that to your customers. Like they may receive their first package and be like, "Where's the rest of it? I also ordered lashes. I also ordered this, that, and the other." So you want to make sure you let your customers know, like they'll probably get their orders in different packages if that's how you want to run your business. But it's your business. You can do what you want to do. If you want to have more than one drop shipping company, go for it. I don't drop ship, so I don't know. Where do I go to learn how to file business taxes? You can go to the IRS, girl. Go to the IRS website. Go to your Secretary of State website. They will happily educate you on how to file business taxes. Most of them have videos, like tutorials, step by step, what you got to do. Like, they will happily tell you. Because, want to know why they will happily tell you? Because they want you to pay your taxes. Because they can use that tax money and do stuff for the state or do stuff for the country or whatever they do with taxes. So they will happily help you out. Go to the IRS website and go to the Secretary of State website, your Secretary of State website. And they will happily teach you how to file business taxes. They have all types of tutorials. It's going to be boring, but if you're trying to learn it. I never knew one could do a left part with a 4x4 closure. Thought it should always be with a closure wig. You could. I literally just moved it. This is a left part. Okay, you want a different part, you just move your wig. Now I have a middle part. I want this part. Now I got this part over here. I never wear my hair parted over here. It looks weird. It is. I just move it. That's all. It's nothing to it. Just move it. You don't need no frontal. If you got a closure, you don't need no frontal. You just slide it to the side. Call it a day. Got a different part. Hello. Do you ever get tired of answering the same questions or ones that are easily Googleable? No, I don't get tired. I don't get tired of answering them, but I don't make them a priority to answer them. I will still answer them, but I won't answer them immediately. Like if somebody send me a DM or an email, and if it's something I already answered in a YouTube video, if it's something I answer all the time on live, it's just gonna take me a little longer to answer your question for you because I already have it answered. But no, I don't get tired because it's actually something I enjoy doing. I like helping people, so I like helping people. Um, but some people do get tired. Even the people who watch my live, they'll get tired and be like, "She already done answer this question, y'all." Or it gets to the point where people go ahead and answer the questions for me. Well, somebody says she does. Um, you don't need no frontal. Hello. Period. Just slide it to the side. Nicole, I don't. If you, I don't know. I must just never see your questions. I'm learning patience from you. You have a good attitude. Thank you. Trust me, I can ask the same questions over and over again. My DMs be filled. I like coconut water too. Me too. Let's see. Um, Hi, I watched your pluck and frontal video and I wanted to know how many rolls do you usually pluck? Is three enough? Um, Three, four, five, six. It depends on how. It depends on the density of the frontal that I'm working with. If the frontal is already pre-plucked, you really don't have to do much. I might only do like 3 rolls. If it's not pre-plucked, sometimes I go back 6 rolls. I just keep going back until it gets natural. It's gonna be completely up to you. Like start with 3 rolls, brush all that excess hair out, pull the hair back just to see, okay, did I pluck enough? If you didn't, then go back another roll. Hello, I'm Maurice from France. Okay, hello. What do you think about sell unique raw hair on my future website? I think it's a great idea if you can find a really good vendor. Um, if you're able to find a vendor that sells quality hair, I feel like that would be great to put on your website. It's peanut butter jelly time. Where did that come from? Peanut butter jelly. It's, you wanna know what's funny? Ooh, about to choke. I think it's those pistachios. I think I'm starting to develop a peanut allergy because every time I eat like some type of nuts, it always irritates the back of my throat. But I ain't gonna stop eating them. Um, what's funny, my son, when he was like 2, he used to always watch this YouTube video, and they will always play peanut butter jelly, and it just used to be so funny because my son would be walking around the house singing it, and what was so funny was like, how did he even know what this song is? But he used to love that song. It was funny. You better than me because I be telling people Google it. um, Yeah. With something like I said, now I get to the point where I will still answer the question. I just won't answer it as fast. Cause some people do expect you to give them all the answers. And it's just like I can't. Some people expect you to run their business for you. Like I've had some people will sit there and ask me question after question after question after question after question after question after question. And I'm just like, look, I cannot run your business. I want to help you and I'm gonna give you resources, but I can't run your business for you. I've only had to tell 2 people I'm no longer helping them. I've only had to tell 2 people, like, okay, I can no longer help you. I'm sorry. Because they started asking, like, some of the basic questions. I do got patience. Girl, you know I keep the live going. You better stop eating nuts if you have an allergy to it. That's no joke. I think I could be developing an allergy. But if I die that way, I die that way. Maybe I shouldn't say that. I love it. I love it. I don't know. Maybe the best way to get over my allergy is to build up resistance. So maybe I gotta keep eating it to build up a resistance. I don't know. That's how vaccines work, don't it? Let me stop. Exactly. Help is not doing the work for you. Exactly. Are companies that start out with prices around the mid 20s too high? These are companies that say their hair is 100% cuticle aligned and have minimum shedding. Um, so they saying vendors, a hair vendor that start their prices at $20, mid $20. So you saying like they 8 inch or they 10 inch start at the mid 20s? That may not be the manufacturer company. So that might be a company that is selling hair from the manufacturer. And because they're selling hair from the manufacturer, it's almost like you going to the middleman, and the middleman is always going to up their prices. So that's probably like a trading company or something like that. It's not like the actual company that manufactures the hair. It's just a company who purchased from the manufacturer that then tries to sell it to you. So, but with me, I mean, if you can't find who their manufacturer is and they have good hair, you might as well just stick to them and just, I don't know. I feel like good quality hair is worth paying for. So, I mean, if they start their prices around the mid 20s, and let's say if you just want to double your profit, if you double your profit, if you double the price, that means your prices on your website will start off at around $45 a bundle or $50 a bundle. That's not bad. I mean, you taking home less profit, but that's still not bad. You can still work with it. I done finished this coconut water. I need some more. Hold on, y'all. I need something. There's a drop shipping company that wants to charge $845 for everything included, website packaging, etc. Do you think that's a good price to start? No. No, I don't. I mean, for me, that would definitely not be a good place to start. Um, I always say start small. That's a huge investment. $845. For one, you can build your own website for free, or for as low as $10 a month. Packaging. It's so many different ways around packaging. Like packaging, you can get custom packaging for like $200 or less, depending on your vendor. And then I just doing going through a drop shipping company that charges for one. That's like a red flag because most vendors that drop ship, they're not charging you to drop ship. They just pretty much saying, like Chinese vendors and stuff like that, they're drop shipping for you. They may like do like an additional fee, or they may not do a fee at all. Like my vendors, they drop ship, but for them to drop ship, they would just require you to send them any. I think my YouTube live about to cut off. They won't do it at any additional fee or anything. They just want you to give them the customer's information. So I like typically drop shipping don't cost that much. The only thing, or I don't know. I feel like with drop shipping, you just miss out on some profit for the most part. Because if your vendor doing everything for you, they may charge you a extra depending on who your vendor is. I don't drop ship. I get asked all these questions about drop shipping. I'm probably not the person to ask when it comes to drop shipping because I don't drop ship. Yeah, I have to ask somebody that actually drop ships. Um, but I don't think it take $845 to drop ship. Like, who is the person who's offering this drop shipping service? Like, you can find a vendor that drop ships, and they may not charge you at all for drop shipping, or if they do, they may charge you at $10. Um, I think you gave her business review before. Um, oh, I'm talking about Chanel. Chanel charged that much for drop shipping. I don't know. I just feel like I like Chanel. So if we talk about Chanel, I like Chanel. I don't know how much she charged for drop shipment. But me, if it was me, even though I love her, I'm not paying that much for drop shipping because that's just me. Like I don't have $845 to give away. That's almost my rent. That's almost my rent. Like I don't have that much money to give away. I feel like it's so much that goes into it. Starting a business, it's so much that goes into it. You can invest in so much money into your business, but if you don't know how to actually sell hair, oh, okay. Look, I'm so lost. Fairy Godmother is her business name. She gained so much followers by listening to you. Thank you. I do remember doing her business review. Okay, so I'm not keeping up then. Hold on. My best friend sells her bundles at $85, but it's worth it. Yes, I did do her personalized business review. Look, I'm all over the place. I just feel like when you starting up your business, start as small as possible. I don't know what type of money you have. Maybe you can afford $845. Me, I'm a single mother. Okay, I'm not giving $845 to nobody. I don't care how successful my business is. I probably would never give nobody $845. But that's just how I am, especially if I know I can do it myself for way cheaper. That's just how I always been. If I can do it myself for cheaper, I'm gonna do it myself. That's more than my rent. Look, and then to be completely honest, y'all just don't know how few I am. Y'all just don't know. Look, I find a way out of everything. To be clear, I make too much money to even be living in these apartments, but you know, I just ain't give these apartments none of my business information. Because had they had my business information, they would never accepted me. I ain't paying no money for nothing if I don't have to. If I know a way around it. But that's just how I am. Like that's how I grew up. You have to understand. I grew up in a household with parents that are high school graduates. They have bad records. I ain't trying to put my parents' business out there like that. They have bad records. And on top of that, I got 4 brothers and 2 sisters. Like, my parents, listen, my parents always made sure we had what we needed. Okay? We always had like the flyest clothes and shoes. Christmas always been huge. But I realized the reason why that was so was because my parents was going in debt. Credit cards. When they did go to college, they didn't graduate college, but when they did go to college, they used their refund check. Cars, clothes, shoes, Christmas. And that was back then before they had all these strict rules and stuff like that. So that's how I grew up, okay? When your parents ain't really got like no good education, ain't got a good record, they working pretty basic jobs and they have all these doggone kids, you know how to make your money work. So I don't know, that's just how I am. I value every penny. It don't matter how much money I make. Mm, why do you use 2 different caps for certain wigs? Because customers, they like different wig caps. Like, all customers don't like the same wig cap. I currently use 2 different wig caps because I like both of those wig caps. And I just want to give my customers the option. So, girl, these refund checks be thick too. Look, that's how I was able to test out hair and found my vendors using those refund checks from college. Oh, you're talking about refund like taxes, right? Especially when you have all them kids. Um, can you please tell everyone to answer the group questions? If they don't, we can't accept them into the group. All right, so yeah, if you are trying to join the Facebook group, please read and answer those questions because a lot of people don't follow the rules and we've had to, I mean, I've had to block, well, mute a couple people for trying to advertise in my Facebook group when there is no type of advertising allowed in the Facebook group, like personal advertising. You never made the cap difference YouTube video. I planned on making it. I'm gonna make it today. I wanted to make it, but I be asleep. I go to sleep, man. I done missed out on so much sleep. I just go to sleep. The video gonna come though. I like coconut water too. Is it the best way to dampen the hair and comb it back first? I'm sorry, I'm a beginner. Okay, you talking about plucking. Okay. If if the frontal, dang, if the frontal is already pre-plucked, I think it's best to pluck it while it's dry so you don't over pluck it. But if the frontal is not pre-plucked and they got like the Barbie doll hairline is completely full, and then go ahead and wet the hair so you can take out more hair in one time. It'll save you some time. Because when it's wet, you typically pull more hair out when it's wet. You are funny. Do you double wefts? Yes, I do double the wefts. And I never spaced out um the wigs, the lines on the wigs. I never spaced it out more than an inch. Hmm. Girl, your best friend sounds smart. How is the one video a day going? Oh, it's not going well at all. It's not going well at all. I'm gonna try to do that next month. I tried it, but I get tired. I have a lot of videos recorded. I just need to edit them. All I do is sleep. Working overnight shift messed up my sleeping schedule. I sleep twice a day and get naps in there too. Look, sleep is important. How many wigs do you own yourself, and do you charge them on your company? No. If I make wigs for myself, that's just an investment that I put into my company. Cause I'm not seeing your questions. Nicole don't think I have something against her. I honestly don't see your questions. I'm starting to think you playing with me. Yeah, the wigs I make myself. I mean, it's just a business expense. Cause I'm the space. I'm the space. I'm the face of my company, so it's just I look at it as a business investment, business expense. Um, Only self-employed really gets refund checks in the UK at the end of tax season. Um, yeah, in America, I think with refund checks, you just gotta have a job. How much money did you pay to test out here? I don't know, because when I found my vendors, honestly, it was okay. Me being a college student, and I wanted virgin hair, and like I just said, with my upbringing, I don't come from money. So why would I pay? My logic was, um, when my logic was, why order from a company in the United States when I can just go directly to the source? So I already knew about Alibaba and stuff like that. So I wanted virgin hair, so I just went directly to the source, contacted some vendors, and tried hair out. I was still in college, so I wasn't even thinking of starting a hair business while I was in college. Like that didn't come until after college. So I was just buying hair because I wanted my hair done. Now, the first vendor I purchased hair from, the hair was not that great. The second and third vendor, it was bomb. But this was like it happened with time. I honestly don't even remember. I honestly don't even remember like how much money I spent. um, but when it was time for me to actually start a business, when I was just like, okay, I really want to start this business and sell hair, I knew I already had vendors. So I really don't remember how much I paid. Hey, in your Canva Flyers tutorial, the hair picks you use, were they stock pics or you took them? Also, I tried using Lunapic app to make my hair picture transparent, but it didn't work. For my hair flyers that I posted on my Instagram page, those are stock photos, but it don't look like. I mean, I use stock photos for the flyer, but it's like a flyer. Like it's not the same. It's not like I just took a stock photo and posted it directly to my Instagram page. I created a flyer. Does that make sense? And everyone's live. When I type in questions, I copy it to my clipboard, and when they don't answer, I paste it and comment again. She didn't go back up. The wigs I make her for advertisement, I throw together. I'm about to go make breakfast. Girl, I ain't ate yet either. I'm about to have my boyfriend bring me something to eat. Yeah, all U.S. suppliers get it from overseas, so it's better if you can go to the source. The name of the Facebook group is We All Can Win. We All Can Win. It's like a pink and white logo. You'll find it. These pistachios are so good. Exactly. If y'all need stock pictures when you order the hair, whether you're gonna use it or not, take a picture. Exactly. It really is that simple. Did I get added yet? If you're talking about to the Facebook group, I'm on live, so I can't go and add nobody while I'm on live. But once I get off, I'll add you, unless one of the moderators added you to the group. Um, what do you prefer between Facebook and Instagram influencers for promoting products? Um, I would do an Instagram influencer because that's what I promote on. I promote my business on Instagram. Like I have a Facebook connected to my Instagram page, so every time I post on Instagram, to it goes over to Facebook, but that's not like I promote on Instagram. I love Instagram. So me personally, I would find an influencer on Instagram. Thank you for helping me. I'm just starting out and don't know about drop shipping, and the company is. You're so helpful. I will not be paying $845. I think you should start out. I think I should start out on my own. Yeah, start out on your own first, and if you can't get it on your own, and then reach out to somebody that can help you. Do you use drop shipping or do you get the hair sent to you first? I do pre-orders, so the hair is always sent to me first. Hey girl, thanks for all your info. Thank you. All right, let's see. Today's my birthday. Oh, happy birthday! If my man got me my new sewing machine for my wigs. Oh, that's a really good gift. Happy birthday. Yeah, if you to get added to the Facebook group, please make sure you answer the questions because a lot of people haven't been following the rules. So please make sure you answer the questions so that you can get accepted into the Facebook group. Make sure you answer those questions because I would hate to like have to kick you out the group because you're not following the rules. And really, the only rule is no self promotion. Like, it's supposed to be a group where everybody can come together. It's supposed to be a group where everybody can come together and help one another out and share tips. But instead, some people feel like this is the perfect opportunity to sell their services to a group of people that's looking for help. Like, there's no reason for you to sell hair to a group of people that all sell hair. You know? Or just any services. Like, I hate groups where people are going in asking questions for something and everybody that's under the post is like promoting a service, you know? But somebody could be saying, I'm lost. How do I set up my LLC? And then you have people under the post, they're not giving tips. They're saying, oh, I can do that for you. It's $300. Or I can do this for you. It's $300. Or check me out. I do legal services on the side. It's this much. And then it's just, I don't like groups like that. My group is all about helping people out, helping each other. If you have a tip, share it, okay? It ain't no DM me, inbox me for more information. No, we don't do that in my group. It's pretty much either you have the information and you want to share it or you don't. I hate groups like that too. So that's like the main rule. And trust me, people still try it. Like people will still try to sit up there and sell. So I figured, okay, maybe people don't understand that that's a rule. So I decided to add questions to the group. So if you want to join the group, you have to answer the questions that you read the policies and you're not going to promote. I love the group. It's so motivational. I love it too. Right? If you see people advertising, you report it. Exactly. You just got to report it and we'll handle it. Because people will try to be sleep. I started messaging suppliers on Alibaba, but every supplier says their hair is good. That scares me a bit because I don't want to be catfish. Yeah, that's why I never really ask vendors questions like that. I won't ask them, "Oh, is your hair good?" Because of course they're gonna say yeah. They're never gonna say no. Is your hair really virgin hair? Of course they're gonna say yeah. So I kind of stay away from asking them questions like that because they're always gonna say yes. Ask them where do they source their hair. Ask them questions like that. Like, I'm interested in your hair. Where's your hair sourced from? Okay? If they tell you they got the hair from Peru because they're selling Peruvian hair, then you know that's not the vendor for you because ain't nobody getting hair from Peru. Girl, they do that crap in every group too much. Exactly. That's why I really make sure we don't do that in our group. It's all about the questions that you ask. One girl commented her IG page and had the audacity to say she didn't know she was promoting. I have a business group. No one asks questions, they just promote, and I have given up. I am closing the group. Try to regulate, but people do not listen or care. Plus, I'm the only admin. It's hard. Or maybe you can close your business group and restart it because it does get out of hand. Right. Vendors are not going to say their hair is trash. Exactly. Right, y'all. So the live on Instagram is about to end. So I'm just gonna end the live on both once the live ends, and I'm gonna make these wigs, y'all. You wish there was something on Instagram for groups. That would be cool. You never know. They might do it. So, Instagram and Facebook the same company. So that might be coming in the future. Thank you. Because I have no Facebook. Thank you. Does it make sense to sell packs of hair in bundles? You talking about like beauty supply, like regular beauty supply store hair in bundles and virgin hair? I probably would not sell those different types of hair together because then it just make your virgin hair look bad. It brings down like the quality of overall what you sell. Thank you for everything, Ebony. Thank you. Thank you, Ebony, for spending time with us anytime. Is this your real hair, Ebony? And no, this is kinky straight wig that I made. Thank you. All right. Definitely. I've been on live for like 3 hours. Thanks for your advice. No problem. Ebony, you're awesome. Thank you. Trying to figure out how to end the live.